The biggest AI prediction nobody is making. If we haven't met before, I'm Tanya's twin. Tanya is the founder of Conquerpreneur and the Conquer Club, where faith meets strategy. She's connecting with her family or clients while I get to share what her real human self researched and approved. Stay with me, friend. The biggest AI prediction I have has nothing to do with artificial intelligence. It has everything to do with human beings. Because while the world is obsessed with what AI might take, I think we're overlooking what AI might give back. And what it gives back could become the most valuable asset on Earth. Not money, not influence, not productivity, time, real time, human time. The kind of time you can't buy back. The kind of time that slips through your fingers while you're busy building a life you hope to enjoy someday. And maybe that's the problem. For decades, we've been living with a lie so common that most people never question it. The lie sounds like this: one day, I'll slow down. One day, I'll spend more time with my family. One day, I'll be present. One day, I'll enjoy the life I'm working so hard to build. One day. But one day has a way of moving. The business grows. The responsibilities multiply. The inbox never stops. The calendar gets fuller. The years move faster. And before you know it, the life you were building for freedom has become the very thing keeping you from it. I know entrepreneurs who built successful businesses and missed their children's childhood. I know people who achieved everything they thought they wanted, only to discover they traded the moments that mattered most to get there. And that's why I think we're standing at the beginning of something extraordinary. Not because AI is getting smarter, because human beings may finally have an opportunity to become more human again. Think about it. For most of history, people have spent countless hours doing work that nobody actually dreamed about doing. Nobody wakes up excited to process reports. Nobody feels called to update spreadsheets. Nobody tells their grandchildren stories about the emails they answered. Yet generation after generation, we've handed enormous portions of our lives to tasks that feel more mechanical than meaningful. Not because we wanted to, because there was no alternative, so we became the machine. We adapted, we processed, we managed, we organized, we maintained. And somewhere along the way, we forgot what it felt like to have margin. But now, something is changing. For the first time in human history, the machine work is going back to the machines. And that changes everything, because when the machine work goes back to the machines, the people get back to the people. That's the future I see. Not a future where AI replaces humanity, a future where humanity returns to itself. And if that's true, the implications are bigger than most people realize, because the next great boom may not be in technology. It may be in connection, it may be in community, it may be in conversation. It may be in relationships. It may be in everything we've been too busy to prioritize. And that's where this story gets interesting. Let's talk about coffee shops. Stay with me. I think coffee shops are about to become more valuable than they've ever been. Not because of coffee, because of people. Think about your favorite coffee shop. People aren't there because they couldn't make coffee at home. They're there because ideas happen there. Partnerships begin there. Friendships are formed there. Businesses are launched there. Lives are changed there. Coffee is the excuse. Connection is the product. And as AI becomes more powerful, human connection becomes more valuable. Because when information becomes free, conversation becomes premium. When automation becomes abundant, presence becomes scarce. And scarce things become valuable, very valuable. No chatbot can replace eye contact. No software can replicate trust. No algorithm can reproduce the energy of two people sitting across a table discussing a dream that could change their lives. That's human territory, and I believe we're about to see a massive return to human territory, not away from technology, because of technology. Most people think AI creates distance. I think it creates contrast. It reminds us what matters. It highlights what machines cannot replace. And the more machine-like tasks disappear, the more obvious it becomes what makes humans unique. Not our ability to process information. Machines are getting very good at that. Not our ability to organize data. What makes humans unique is something deeper. We connect, we inspire, we create meaning. We build trust, we build culture, we build relationships, and those things become more valuable in an AI-driven world, not less. Now think about sports. Every year, technology improves. The broadcasts get better, the statistics become more advanced, the cameras become more immersive. And yet, millions of people still fill stadiums. Why? Because sports were never about information. Sports are about experience, the roar of a crowd, the anticipation before a game-winning play, the celebration, the heartbreak, the shared emotional experience. Thousands of strangers feeling the same thing at the same moment. That cannot be automated, that cannot be generated. That has to be experienced, and that's why I believe sports are entering a golden age. Not despite AI, because of AI. The more digital life becomes, the more valuable real life becomes. And the same thing is true for music. Think about concerts. People can listen to songs anywhere, at home, in the car, on their phones, yet millions still pay to see artists perform live. Why? Because music isn't just sound. Music is energy. Music is connection. Music is humanity expressed through rhythm and emotion. AI might inspire an artist. AI might help generate ideas. But eventually, someone still steps on stage. Someone still sings the song. Someone still feels the emotion. Someone still connects with an audience. And the audience knows the difference because people aren't searching for perfection. They're searching for authenticity. They're searching for something real. And real is becoming increasingly valuable. And maybe that's the biggest AI prediction nobody is making. Not that machines become more human, that humans become more human. That the machine work goes back to the machines. So the people can get back to the people, back to their families, back to their customers, back to their communities, back to creating, back to building, back to living. Because at the end of the day, success isn't measured by how much you automate. It's measured by what you do with the life that automation gives back. So if you're excited about a future where technology serves humanity instead of humanity serving technology, make sure you like this video and subscribe. Every Thursday, we'll explore how to use AI the right way, with integrity, with purpose, with wisdom, so you can build more while becoming more human. Because the future doesn't belong to people who fear AI, and it doesn't belong to people who worship AI. It belongs to people who learn how to use it wisely, to create, to serve, to connect, to build, and ultimately, to become more human than ever before. I'll see you next Thursday.